Alright, we're here again. So let's continue. Let me open my account again. Okay. Alright, let's just go straight here instead of going the other way. Hang on, computer is a bit slow. I need to remove some programs to reduce the load. Alright, we're here. Alright. Okay. This is my account now. Okay, here this is where you click if you want to make a deposit into your account. And as you're starting, the first thing you need to do is to have money to trade with. Of course, it's when you invest the amount you want to invest, then they'll give you the free share on top of what you invested, depending on the amount you put in. Alright, here we go. So here we got where we have manage funds. We go to manage funds to pay. Okay, so this is where you deposit. When you want to deposit, if you're doing the first deposit, when you click here, they'll ask you to put in your details, your card details for the first deposit. So they will be using that card. If you have more than one card, you can still put, but you can still use one, or depending on your discretion. But each time you want to make a payment, they will ask you which card you want to use. So right now I'm just using one card. So if you want to make a payment, this is where you do it. Assume you want to pay in £1,000, you go, and then it's £1,000, and then you click I confirm to pay, and then you pay. Okay, and then the money enters into your account. Now let me show you where the money is. I don't know what is blocking this thing. Alright, now okay, this is my let me drop it. This is my stuff. Okay, that's my internet. Right, here we go. So this graph shows you how the market is going. Just as it is a market in which there are daily fluctuations. It's not like ordinary trade where or the bag of cement is 2,600 naira this month. Maybe in the next 3 months is 2,750. Then the next it drops. The changes here go on almost on a daily basis, depending on the company you're dealing with. Like Barclays, this Barclays now has a lot of fluctuations. So it is good for you to trade with a company that has fluctuations in their bonds and shares. See, you can do that. You can know that by looking at the curves. You see how this curve is going up and going down. So at these points where the curve is down, for instance, that's where you make your purchase. So when you buy at this point, the fractional increase in the amount, for instance, if you look at here, at these points the share was at 115 pence per share, which is around 1.15 pound per share. So if it rises from here to here, look at it, it's now 100, and this is formerly 115 at this point. Then it has risen to 116 at this point. If you look at it, no, 120. That place is 120. You can see the gray line there showing. This gray line is the one that shows it. So here you have it 120 from 116 to 116. So that's a 4 pence incremental increase. That's a 4 pence increase. Then it goes down a little. That's how it fluctuates. It goes up, goes down, it goes up. So assuming you made a purchase at this point of 100 at 115 pence, which is 1.15, that's £1 15 pence for a share in Barclays, for instance. By the time you leave it, this happened around towards ending of May. And then at this point it has achieved its peak thereabouts. It has achieved its peak at this stage, and that's around what date? Look at the date here. Look at the dates. See it? See the date is showing you the accurate dates at this point. See it? Showing the accurate dates when that maximum was attained. This is actually the maximum if you look at it well, because this is 131.25, this is 130, this is 131.56, and it's on the 7th. So between 28th and 7th it has increased by a fraction of, if you do the math there, you will see that this is 31 minus 15, so around 15 pence increase. Now this is a fractional increase. Do you understand? So if you have a lot of money that you've put in, you multiply it by the fraction, and then it gives you a lot of money. So you do the math. So you can make some additional money to your income by simply putting here. Now the one thing attractive about this is that you don't have anything to lose. Okay, now assuming you made a purchase at this point, okay, and then you were not able to check your system, and then it falls again to this point. There's no need for you to rush to sell it. You just have to wait. It will rise again. So it goes up and it comes down. So always the only thing there is that to make sure that you sell. It's just like in buying and selling. Make sure that you sell at a price that is higher than what you bought. Your money will always be there. Now look at the account system. Okay, this is the live result showing that there is a drop in the investment. Look at this, it's showing red. So there's a drop in the investment. You know, I made a purchase recently here at this point. So you know, due to, I was anticipating that since it has flattened, it could rise again, but unfortunately it didn't rise. It now came down and down and down. But there's nothing to despair about that. Okay, because you are going to leave it, as I've not sold my shares yet. There's no need for me to do that, because if I do it now I will lose. So I just need to wait, hang on, and then allow it to rise. Maybe this is weekend, by Monday you see it may climb up again. Piam. So when it goes up to somewhere there above the amount, this is the average amount I bought the shares, because I bought it in different portions. So it averaged to 128 pence. It's around 1.28 per share. So if it comes up above this, I'll sell it, then I make my gain. My money is there. So there is no risk involved about, oh, I've lost money. No, unless you just deliberately want to lose money. There's no fear about, oh, am I going to be paid? No, you'll be paid. You can be paid anytime you want. It's your money. Look at it. It's your money. Now look at these three accounts. This is live results, this is free funds, this is account value. Now this is the actual money that is working in the system. That's the one you've invested. Do you understand? It is tied to your shares and your bonds. So at this point you cannot access this fund, okay, unless you want to just sell it. But if you do that, you lose. Like right now, if I sell this, I'm losing £8.81. So I wouldn't want to do that. So I will just leave it, and then when it comes up again, I will now sell and then make my gain. The money, if you sell, the money will enter here at this point where there is free funds. That's where you can now make your withdrawal. You now go to your manage accounts here, you open here, and then go to manage accounts, and then you withdraw your money. So if you're working with two cards, it will show you, it will ask you which card you want to withdraw into. it will now enter there. Or if you're working with bank, once you click withdraw and put in the amount you want, for instance, if you click here now, if you click here, for instance, it's asking me to enter password. My password is already there, so I simply confirm. That's an extra security measure. Okay, so they are showing me the exact amount that is free, which I can withdraw, and the minimum I can withdraw is £1, so I can't make a withdrawal. So unless I sell, I can now withdraw. Okay, so that's how it works. So that's how it works. So now what you are going to be doing, because right now this interface can only open about 9 windows at a time. In other words, show you 9 different companies, their graphical representation. So right now I'm looking at only one window, which is for Barclays. So I can still go here and view other windows. So you can go, give me 3 windows. So Barclays, this Aston Martin is here alone. So that's why it looks a bit flattened, but that's not how it really is. You can see if it's stretched out. Okay, so this is Barclays, the one that I have. So I bought from. So I'm waiting for them to come up, then I can sell. So these are other ones. So the secret there, whenever you want to invest in any company, what you need to do is to look at their graphs. If you look at their graphs carefully, you see that some of the graphs that are always coming up and going down are the ones that you can do business with. But if you look at some graphs, there are some ones that if you look at them, especially what you're going to really look at is let me show you. Okay, let's go back to Barclays. Let me show you. This thing is there. This audio of something is making this thing. Okay. The Barclays is here. Okay, let's go to Barclays. Oh dear. Sorry, let's go back. Let's open it again. Click the wrong thing and then it showed me. Hang on. It's a bit slow because of the program I'm using to record it. Computer random memory is not that big. I'm going to change this computer as soon as possible. I need Pavilion. That's so I need more fastest computers. Alright, let's come. Alright, here we go. Okay, now what I wanted to show you was how to determine which, let's use Barclays we've been using. Now if you want to expand the window, now look at the windows, they're now all small. Do you understand? So you may not have a good view of each window. So if you want to expand any window, this is where you click here and you expand the window. Okay, it gives you a bigger view. Now how to know the company that really would make you to sell? Well, is look at the interval between when there are drastic changes, fluctuations in prices. That is where you make your money. Okay, now assuming at this point you bought shares of a certain amount, maybe £1,000 worth of shares, 2,000, 3,000, 10,000. Then you wait for it to rise. It comes up. Look at it. It comes up here. You sell. At that point that you've sold, you've gotten some gain. You now hold on. By the time your money is here, nothing is going to affect your money because you've already sold your shares. The money cannot fluctuate. So when you've sold it, you now wait. Then you see it comes down again. Do you understand? If it comes down again, you buy. Even if you bought initially you bought at 115, now you're buying at 119. Do you understand? It doesn't mean that you lost anything because you already sold and you brought out your money. Now you're buying at 119 again. Do you understand? You're now going to leave it. You leave it, it rises again. to 128 to 124 rather, you sell. Now when you sell it, you still make your gain. Are you following? So that way, as the thing is fluctuating, you're making gain. Now look at the time interval for all these changes. Look at it. This is 28 May. Are you seeing it? 28 May. Now from 28 May to 11th of June, it's not up to 2 weeks. Is it? It was about barely 2 weeks, but you see the fluctuations that have happened. You see that the fluctuations have happened. Some are even faster than this. Are you following? So you make your money. So the issue is that it depends on how much you put in. The bigger money you put, the bigger gain you make. Just as when you sell 100 bags of cement and maybe you're making a gain of 10 naira per cement, and you sell 100, you're going to make more money than somebody who sells 2 bags and makes a gain of 100 naira per cement. So that's it. So it depends on how much you put in, and then the fractional changes in the price would drastically give you substantial gain. So that's what you're going to, with practice you learn it. So if you want to reduce the number of windows you're viewing at any moment in time, you can click here. You click here, for instance, if I want to remove Tesla, I'll click Tesla goes. It's no longer within my preview. So here, see, and I'll reduce it to 1, 2, 3, 6 instead of it was previously 7. Okay. Now if I want to introduce other windows, maybe I'm trying to view some other companies to see how they work, I'll click here. This thing is being so slow. Let me say I want to view Amazon. You click here, Amazon will come up. Now you're only viewing it at the temporary stage, but if you want it to be constantly on your desktop when you open it, you just click here, open chart. It now goes into the remaining ones. It's now here. See Amazon. Okay, it's now part of the windows you can view. All right. So you now have it here. So you can now view Barclays, view Amazon separately. You see Amazon is another one that fluctuates. You see all these fluctuations, these things are money. So if you invest, you buy at this point, you hang on, have patience, and then it rises, you sell, you make your money. So that's how it works. So invest and then make money. You don't need to worry yourself. It doesn't stop you from doing your work. All you need to do is to hang on to your tablet or your laptop. So that'll be okay. See you guys next. You can I will leave my email with you. You can use my email here. You can even see it here. If you have any inquiries, you can email me, and then I can help you out to sort out certain things. Okay? Have a great day.